Hey everybody, welcome back to the Squaredrop camper build. Today, I should start with a confession. 7 videos in, and no doubt you already know that I am not a professional. I think maybe hack is the right word. And I tell you that now because I'm not exactly sure what's next. I had intended to do the wiring next, but I don't have the materials, and because I've had a visitor from China, I can't go get the materials. So I should tell you how this all started. It's actually Traveling Tadlock's fault. I'll link that down below. Watched a van build that they did, and then I got intrigued with those videos, and one thing led to another and led me to teardrop trailer builds, and that led to watching a number of videos. One of the only ones I found that has very much step-by-step instruction is Oregon Batman, so you can find that link below. But I watched countless videos on that, and my build's different than Oregon Batman's build. You'll see if you watch those videos. So his stuff helped out a lot in just terms of step-by-step stuff. But I decided instead of doing a teardrop, I was going to try a square drop. And so that's the longer than you'd wish but shorter than reality version of how we got here. I just thought it'd be intriguing to give it a shot. We're giving it a try, and we're in a place where I'm not sure what's next. So I tell you all that to let you know that we're just figuring it out as we go, and I'm thrilled that you're watching. Like I said, if you have any comments below that would shed light on what the next steps are. But I think what's going to happen is show you some of the way I just prepared for the wiring, do the spars. From there, then I can at least cut the interior skin so that then I can get to the next part, which will be the galley and the what's that called? The galley and the bulkhead. That's the word I was looking for. The galley and the bulkhead. So thanks for hanging with me. A little slower today, but appreciate you all, and let's get to it. All right, you saw that I used a router to make channels in the foam board. Now you see those are up. Let me just sort of explain the idea. The idea is somewhere around here, the wires are going to come in from a box outside. Then I will run some 12 volt and some 110 that will be run separately. The 12 volt will do the interior LED cabin lights, a couple exterior LED lights, a few things like that, the fan obviously. So those will run here. I've got one, and up above I've got one. They run up to will run up to the spars, and there'll be holes in the spars, and then they'll run through the ceiling. Come over here, you can see there's going to be the exterior light, then a channel that runs down for the possibility of a switch there, as well as on this side, perhaps interior lights and a possibility of a switch here, and then it can keep going back through the spars once those are in. So those will be available again. Then I ran it some across You can see I ran some across so that I can run perhaps 110 separately, and I kind of made a mistake here. I can fill that in if I need to. And again, up to the top into the spars and around toward the back. So that's the idea. Okay, now we're going to work on the spars. If you recall, what I did was I notched out spaces for my spars in the frame. Now these are just resting in there right now, and what I've got here are 2x2 pine boards. So from the back toward the front, those are going to be resting in there. Then when you get to the curve, if you can see that on the left of the screen, I've marked out the spaces but didn't put in notches because I wasn't sure exactly on the angle that I'm going to use 1x2s there. So that's what we'll get to next. All right, we're gonna wrap this one up. You saw there at the end, putting in the spars, I went ahead and glued them and screwed them. Let's see, right there, you can see a screw. I used 2.5-inch screws through there. So the spars are resting on the inside frame, and then they're glued in, and then they're screwed in. So that should be solid. Next video, we will be putting up the wiring and hopefully working on the interior skin. So come on back for that. Thanks for hanging out with us. Again, I think you're supposed to subscribe or something and hit some sort of like button or something like that. If you want to do that, do that. Glad to have you with us, and we'll check you out next time.